Hi guys, it's Mina. Welcome back to another nighttime pouring edition. It's January and it just got really cold and windy all of a sudden. So if I start going like this, forgive me. Tonight we are going to be doing some straight pours on one canvas with smaller cups. This is a 24 by 36 inch gallery wrapped canvas from Artist Loft. I had the thing on there, but the wind just blew it away. For this size canvas, we need about 30 ounces of paint. So we're going to be using these 7-ounce Dixie cups, and I have 5 of them. So that'll give us about 35 ounces, which I'm okay with. I may not use, we're going to layer 4 of them, I think, first, and then if we need another one, we do. I usually don't like even numbers, though. I like things in odd numbers, so that's why. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. I'll show you my colors. Okay, this first one is really cool. This is Artist Loft Professional Quinacridone Blue Violet, which I've been using the Amsterdam Blue Violet, and it's very dark, a darky blue purple, and this one is not. This one is much more of a violet-y. But this is Quinacridone Blue Violet from Artist Loft Professional Series. And to this I have also added something that Santa sent me originally, Master's Touch Opal Glitter Medium. I don't know why I like it so much. It just adds this little bit of sparkly sheen. I don't even know if you can see it, but it shows up very, very beautifully when it's dry. I really like it a lot. I use that one in our Very Merry Christmas collab with the colander, and it's so cool looking at it, and I keep seeing it, so I'm like, okay, I want to use it again. So that's our Quinacridone Blue Violet from Artist Loft. This one is Golden's Payne's Gray, and this one has a little bit of that Opal Glitter Medium in there also. My paint is pretty thick tonight. Well, not very thick, but it's leaving a mound on a mound before it disappears. Everything is mixed with Liquitex gloss medium and the paint and Floetrol and water in my flow extenders. So this one is Amsterdam Brilliant Blue, and I had just used this in Skyrocket. It was so cool. That's such a beautiful pour. I really love it. I just start smiling. Okay, so that's the Brilliant Blue from Amsterdam. This one is a combination of two things. This started out as Chroma Molten Metals Purgare Silver, and I also wanted to use this Micaceous Iron Oxide from Golden's, so I kind of mixed them together, and I really love what's happening, and it's got this very micaceous feeling, sparkliness to it, which is kind of awesome. So that's Micaceous Iron Oxide and Purgare Silver. This one is Artist Loft Silver, and to this one I think I added some Sargents Pearl Medium to thicken it up just a touch, and it did it beautifully. And this might also have that Opal Glitter Medium in there too, because it was kind of thin. This last one I believe is, oh gosh, what was it? Is it the Satin Enamels? Yeah, DecoArt Americana Decor Satin Enamels in pure white with some Amsterdam titanium white in there. So I want to do straight pours. That's my 24 karat gold, but I'm not actually going to use it in my cups. I kind of want to do a little experiment and use that as the puddle that I pour into, the pillow, and see if we get any gold cells without having the gold in our cup. So the plan is, and I have 2 cups of flow extender that are also the Payne's Gray, that those are thinned out. They're not very, very watery, but leaving a mound that disappears almost right away. So that's cool. 2 cups of that. So I'm going to fill up some dirty cups, and then we're going to pour them. Anyway, and the one before that, we had 2 rings, and I had them actually touching each other without having to put any flow extender in between them. And it looked really cool, and I really liked that. So I kind of want to use that principle again of having the cups that I pour touching each other rather than having space in between them. So that's why I'm going to layer them all at once, if Gale permits me to. Let's layer them this way. We'll keep that stack there. Wow, she's just blowing like crazy. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I'm gonna put a drizzle of, just a tiny drizzle of white in the bottom. Not even enough to like pour it. I'm gonna put some of our Prussian blue in there. We are gonna do a dirty cup. So I would like to pour these from up high, but since Miss Gale is doing her thing, she's not going to let me because the paint will fly all over. All right.
You were setting up. There was no wind.
I know. There was no wind today. Okay, we're going to put some Micaceous Iron Oxide in there. See, she's trying to take the paint. Okay, some brilliant blue. I am just going to put, I'm going to use the silver. Okay. Let's put another shot of the Quinacridone in there. Let's do a little bit more of the Micaceous iron oxide. And we'll put a shot of white in there too, from up high. Okay. Alright, so there's no gold in this cup. Let's do that again. Right, I'm going to skip the white in the bottom. We're just going to put some of our Payne's Gray, then a little bit of the Micaceous iron oxide, a tiny bit of white, put some of that Quinacridone in there, some silver, a brilliant blue, another shot of Payne's, and that's full now. Okay. I just want to put a tiny bit more white in the center from up high. Okay, so that's 2. Let's do another one. Let's put a little silver in the bottom of this one, just a tiny bit. And some Payne's. And then some of our Quinacridone. Let's go silver this time. I love straight pours. Dirty cups. They're so much fun because it's like this chaotic primordial ooze in there, and you never know exactly what's going to happen. Something just flew. Okay. All right. I'm going to do one more. Or should we start with those 3? Let's start with those 3 and so we see where we get. Okay, so the thing that I am going to do, that's the experimental part of today, because if you saw Skyrocket, it was very cool. I actually put down a little bit of gold to pour onto with that really cool ergonomic split cup that HOA made, and I spread out the gold. It was pretty thin, and then once we poured it and then we tilted it out, we got all these gold cells popping up after it was in the drying shed. It was really, really cool. So I'm hoping that that will happen again. And the way that I'm going to try to control it is not putting any gold in those cups, only having the gold on the bottom. All right, and I want them touching each other. And Gale is just going crazy, man. Okay. I can't pour with it, like blowing shit on the canvas. Just going to wait a second till she's done. Might put this up because my ear is getting really cold. Okay, are you ready, darling?
I am, but I can't vouch for Gale.
She's feeling feisty. Okay, we're going to pour this one right here in the center. All right, here we go. So as far as the center goes, I don't know. All right, here we go. Are you ready, husband of awesomeness?
Yes, my love. But here comes Gale again. Hang on.
No, we're good.
All right.
Here we go. Okay, that's one. That's very cool. All right, we're going to pour the second one like over here. Ready?
In the immortal words of Tone Loc, let's do it.
Get wild, Ben. Okay, that's cool. That's either going to be awesome or awful. One of the two. Okay.
Very stormy.
Alright. I think we are going to need 2 more cups. You ready?
This might be another windswept.
No. I've learned since then. All right, I'm gonna pour 2 more, kind of at the same time, because I want to do this a little fast. I don't want that to start to set up. I'm gonna put some silver in the center after the blue. And now the quinacridone. Some graphite. And a shot of white. And just a little bit of brilliant blue. I think this one, I'm going to put more quinacridone in them. Okay. So, let's put one here. You ready?
Y'all.
Here we go. Up high. Okay, that's cool. All right. Cool. Very cool. All right, so let's move these over. We have 2 cups of our Payne's gray that is thinner than that paint for our flow extender. I'm going to pour these around these if Gale lets us. Not really a good idea to pour in the middle of a wind tunnel, but you know.
Dude.
She's like, she's gonna start landing on the canvas in a minute, I think. Seize the day, right? Okay, put a little bit more in corners because Gale is blowing. I don't want this to start to set up. So if I put a very thin layer on there and spread it out, it's going to set up and then it's not going to work. Make sure we have nice fluid paint on the surface. Okay. Just going to put a little on my fingers. We're going to get the edges and sides covered real quick. I guess dipping my fingers in it is actually more effective. Okay, I'm not actually going to torch it because that's only going to make it set up faster. Alright, let's tilt this out and see what happens. I like it though, I like what's happening. I love this one. I love this one. Really cool. There's a lot of white on that one, but it's okay. But I like this part more. So let's go down this way first and anchor this side. Find the way to the paint. This is why I wanted them touching each other. Up that corner. Back to the center and down. I'm going to go off that bottom edge right now. Weighted the paint back to the center again, and now we're going to go down off the bottom. We're going to get the flowers off first.
don't want to jinx anything.
The wind just stopped. I like that. What do you think?
That's really cool. It's very patriotic in here.
It's pink, not red. I think we're going to stop there. I like that. There's still a little bit more paint on there than there needs to be, but not enough to make it crack or anything like that. So I'm going to leave that like that, as I like what's happening. I like the lines in here. I love this part where it's all spread out and diffuse from the straight pour. I love that Quinacridone blue violet. That's really pretty, which is funny because I'm usually not a big fan of magenta, but the last couple of ones have actually had magenta in them. That's okay, you know, we grow and change. Seasons change. I think I'm craving that brightness. Okay. That's so crazy, and now there's no wind. Okay. And here she comes again. I shouldn't have said anything. All right, there's one little flower, I think, here. Come on out. I think we're done. It sounds like the wind is coming back. All right, yeah, we're done. I will show you guys this one when it's dry, but I like what's happening in here. I love all that straight pour with the cells popping up. That's really pretty to me. This is beautiful. This is really cool. This is amazing. I love this part right here. So pretty. This is really cool in the middle, and I like that silver. So somebody had actually left me a comment a couple of videos ago about how come more artists use gold than silver. And I thought about it, and I think if your silver is thin, it can actually muddy things up a bit. So a lot of people have probably had that experience and went, ooh. And also gold is just really special, especially the 24 karat gold. It's like, I don't know, when it dries and you see something you've poured with that and it's just blinging at you, you're like, oh, we all turn into crows craving shiny things. So, so this one actually has no gold in it, but it does have that gold underneath. So it'll be interesting to see if we get any gold cells popping up. I don't know, I may not have tilted off enough paint to have that happen. I might have left a little bit too much on there to be able to see that gold popping up, but it might, we'll never know. So we'll find out when it's dry. I will see you guys then. Have a great night. I'm freezing. Okay, So, this is a few days later now. This one is totally dry. I realize this is a little bit different than what I've been doing lately, but it was a lot of fun and I really did enjoy it. There are a few things I would do differently if I did this one again. I think I had actually too much paint on here. I probably would have been fine with 3 cups or 4 cups and stretched those out even more, and then we might have gotten more selling happening. I did leave a little bit, not too much paint on here, but there is a lot of paint on her. There was when I walked away. I could have tilted off more. That was my other issue, is that I got greedy and didn't want to tilt off more. But, you know. Anyway, this one is really, really pretty. I really like a lot of different parts up here. Over this corner on the top left, we have that silver showing up with the Micaceous iron oxide and the brilliant blue. And of course that really cool cherry colored Quinacridone blue violet from Artist Loft. And very cool stuff. Right in here, this part we got a lot of the straight pour blending action going on, which is really cool. And you see all those little speckly cells there. If I had taken off one of the rings on the opposite side and stretched that out, those all would have grown a lot. But I got greedy and didn't. Very pretty blue, very pretty silver, some more of the graphite. That brilliant blue again. I love the Payne's gray. So pretty. So this one was awesome. It's a lot of fun revisiting old techniques. Like Blessings was the same sort of format with the straight pours. And another one we did, was it yesterday, today, tomorrow? That one was also straight pours. Pretty cool stuff. I really like the straight pours. They're fun. Like I said, it's that sort of chaotic primordial ooze that you never know what's going to happen from layering the cup in a dirty cup. So this one, we've been trying to think of a name, and I've come up with Well of Souls, which I realize could be a bit dark, but it could also be kind of neat. So, but it does have a very dramatic feel to it, especially with the Payne's gray, and that pop of that Quinacridone blue violet is really, really cool. So this one was awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I have some awesome stuff coming up. This Sunday, January 17th, we have our great Switcheroo collaboration with Canela Sirocco and Tammy Anderson and Sarah Mack, Erica Hughes, and myself. So that's going to be lots of fun, and I'll give you more information about that before it happens. But thanks for being with me today. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.